The Japanese electronics company Sony is looking into claims by a group of computer hackers that they've stolen more than 1 million passwords and email addresses from one of its websites. It's the second major breach of the company's security within 3 months. Well, Mohan Koo is the managing director of DTEX Systems, an IT company and security company, and a founding sponsor of the UK Cyber Security Challenge, and joins me here now. Mohan, it's not been long since the attack on Sony's PlayStation network just a few weeks ago, so why has this now happened again?
Well, I mean, Rachel, the first thing that we need to understand is that this can happen to any organisation out there, and particularly nowadays we're seeing that companies and organisations, for whatever reason, are being targeted, like Sony has, actively targeted to be hacked, and this is something that could happen to any organisation out there. And the most important thing is to understand that there's a whole bunch of different risks, and we look at them from internal and external risk, and then understand where are these points that we have to control those risks, and then from there we can start to see where the problems are and tackle them from that perspective.
What is the aim of the hackers? I mean, are they trying to steal this information, or are they just trying to expose these security flaws?
Well, absolutely they're trying to steal the information, Rachel, and one of the important things that we've seen in the media in the last day or so, that Sony is saying that the credit card details have not obviously been used so far to get into access into people's accounts, but that's not entirely where it starts and stops. When that information is stolen, that information is valuable. Each record is valuable to a cyber thief out there, and they can sell that and actively trade that on a black market.
Okay, I mean, as you said, this could happen to any company, but I think people would be quite surprised it's happened to Sony, such a big company. You'd think they'd invest a lot in this kind of security. What sort of measures are there available to companies to stop this kind of thing happening?
Well, there's a range of different things, and like I said, we have to look at external threats and we have to look at internal threats as well, and there's a whole bunch of different solutions that are out there to be able to do that. One of the things that Sony says, reportedly, that some of the data that was taken was old data from 2007 database, but actually it's still considered to be personal data. Even if it's expired credit card details, the Information Commissioner's Office will still come after an organisation for having those records and having lost those. So obviously encryption is important to protect those things, but also being able to take control and understand who's accessing them inside and how do we prevent people from outside accessing that information.
Okay, well, thank you very much indeed, Mohan Koo from DTEX Systems.
It's